but I feel like we both share a similar feeling about this. I mean,
Mhm.
maybe yours are stronger than mine, vice versa. Who knows? But yeah, if you live under a rock, it was reported that Roman Reigns. I mean, he wrestled his last match for the year at Crown Jewel,
Allegedly.
allegedly, because everything's alleged.
Mhm.
He has wrestled his last match for 2023, which means that his match total for the year comes out to a whopping 11.
And how
Your
many of them were
undisputed,
title defenses?
only enhancing my point, Sarah. Your WWE undisputed Universal Champion has wrestled 11 times, including title matches and non-title matches. So I don't.
Hold on, 5 of them were title
Oh
defenses. Only 5.
yeah, only enhancing my point. And I'm on the bandwagon of having him not be on TV every week, maybe not defend his title as much, but the number 11 for an entire year, and you're trying to build him up as this larger than life character. I get it that he's already done, we'll say, a front load with the pandemic stuff and whatnot, but I
But the
don't
thing
care. I just the
that can't
days of the days of Bruno, San Martino, and Hogan and all those where it was just live shows and it was a different time and like schedule. I mean, it's long gone. People want to see their champion on TV. For God's sakes, AEW is MJF. He's not wrestling every week, but he's on TV every week doing something new ish, something to further the story of his feud. Like it's it is kind of sad,
Well,
to be
to
honest.
me, you can't use the excuse of how active he was during the pandemic because you were performing in front of nobody. So you cannot use that as an excuse because you are a champion for nobody because they couldn't come and see you. So if anything, you should be showing up more now too. You shouldn't be taking all of these breaks and, because as I've said, it's a disservice to the fans. It's a disservice to Roman. I think, because people want to say that people have an issue with Roman not being on TV because, oh, I'm so mad at Roman. It's like that's part of it, but it's also like I'm kind of mad on his behalf
Oh, that too,
because
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like and I don't know whose decision it is for him to not be around. It very well could be a huge part of his. I don't know. But I do think that they're so deep in this title run right now. We're 3.5 years in, and you're making it look like it means nothing because you're never around, you're never defending it. Like nothing feels big about him being champion anymore. Like it's and that's the thing too is like it's not even just because he's not around. Then the matches are predictable because they've been ending the exact same way every single time he defends it. So then what's the point of me sticking around to watch the main event? Like
Yeah.
everyone knows that it's gonna end up being that he gets help and he wins and retains the title. So it's just I don't know. I saw Booker T even commented on it, and he was saying, talking about how people complain about it, and he was saying, well, like people used to say that like we worked too much, and now they're saying they don't work enough, and I'm like, there's a huge difference
Huge
between being
difference.
on the road for 2 months straight without like any days off to literally taking 2-3 months off at a time and working 5 title matches a year. There's a huge difference
Huge
between those
difference.
two. It's not the same. You can't compare it because, as we said, like it wouldn't make sense at least this far in his reign to be defending it on every pay per view because then it doesn't feel like uh the the title defenses are like a big deal, because he's been champion for so long. But it also doesn't make sense that he doesn't show up ever. Like you're not
Yeah.
even backstage like now because he's decided he's not going to be around again. Now like LA Knight is forced to have to feud with Jimmy and Solo. And it's just like It's just frustrating. I'm
It
just
is frustrating.
I'm over it. If I was the biggest Roman Reigns fan, I would be upset that I wasn't seeing him that often because I buy your merch. I want to go to shows to see you. I want to put on SmackDown to see you, and you're never there. Like, why would I still be like the biggest fan of you if you don't even show up to do your job? Like, it's weird to me, and it's just annoying, and it's frustrating to think that he could possibly be champion until Mania. Because at that point, I'm just like, are you going to actively show up between Royal Rumble and Mania, or are we going to do the same thing we did last year where Cody was feuding with Paul Heyman?